You set my world free. You set my world free. You set my world free. Yeah. Nothing can compare to. I set myself free. Nothing can compare to. Yeah. I found you in the YPG. You set my world free. I found you in the YPG. I found you in the YPG. You set my world free. I found you in the YPG. You set my world free, nothing can compare to this. You set my world free. Yeah, I set myself free, nothing can compare to this. I set myself free. Say I will not doubt myself, and I'll believe in myself in the YPG as I level up with every move. We'll take it to another level, another level, another. We're going to another level, another level, another level, another. I've been down before. Feel like a whole world just wants my phone. I've been trapped by what they see me for, but now I'm free, free to go. We'll take it to another level, another level, another level, another level, another. We're going to another level, another level, another level, another level, another level, another level, another. You set my world free, nothing can compare to this. You set my world free. Yeah, I set myself free, nothing can compare to this. I set myself free. Say I will not doubt myself, and I'll believe in myself in the YPG as I level up with every move.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your favorite Saturday night podcast filled with laughter, vibes, awesome jams, and that real talk. Cause we're keeping it 100. It's the Vibe O'Clock, starting right now. Brought to you by the YPG, taking things to another level.
What is good? What is good? YPG fam and everybody who's connected with one more Vibe O'Clock. You know, when you are connected with us, the real vibes, it is the Vibe O'Clock. Your Saturday or weekend is not the same when you're not connected with us at 7 p.m. Today we have one more program, and I'm hoping that you guys are going to be intrigued with everything that we're going to bring to you guys. Not forgetting that you guys were hearing just now the work in progress of a track Let me see if I find just another shot, just one more shot from the upcoming music video of the song of the YPG. I can't give it away. I'm not allowed to give that much spoilers. So this one here, 7 seconds. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Sorry, guys. You guys are just going to have to wait for the end product, and we're going to tell you real soon what it's all going to, when it's going to be and what it's all going to be about. All right. And I hope you guys had an awesome week, because if you didn't, the YPG fam is here to take what's left of your week to another level. The beginning of the weekend, the end of a week as well, taking it to another level. All right. Today we're going to have another couple connected with us, and one more career person who's going to be sharing with us a little bit about his career and a little bit about his life, what he did to get to where he got, and so forth. We're going to make sure also that you guys get quickly everybody that's got to be connected here with us. Not forgetting that we wrapped up the first part, the first section of the challenge of the Titans, which ended last week between Gauteng and Eastern Cape, which was an interesting battle. I choose to keep much of my opinion to myself. I had a couple of complaints, of which I'm going to address this, but not now. We're going to talk about that later. But unfortunately, in the morrows, we won't be having the challenge, because we're going to have a couple of meetings tomorrow. The day is going to be a very tight schedule for us. So we won't be able to do much, but that doesn't mean that we won't be able to do what we got to do and be back the following week. So make sure that meanwhile you get everybody to connect now in the Bible Clock. I'm going to go for a short break, hitting up with that powerful poem. I'm going to bring it up here for you guys. And when we come back, I'm going to be answering the questions. All right. Make sure that you get everybody connected. I see a lot of you are missing here, and I'm missing you guys. We're going to be right back. Stay connected, but also make sure that you bring everybody that's missing. Okay. We're going to be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are where all the vibes went. You're currently tuning into the Vibe O'Clock, brought to you by the YPG, taking things to another level.
Sorry, guys. Just a quick thing here. The file was moved. This is my fault. I was moving the files. I like to keep everything in proper order. So because I moved it, I cannot find it right now. I put it here somewhere and I cannot find it. I really cannot find it. I don't know where I put it. There was, however, another poem. I'm looking for one of the other poems, but I don't know where I put it. Is it here? If it's not, it's not going to be a train smash. It's not going to be a train smash. Oh, here we go. Found it. Sorry, guys. Give me just a second. I made a bit of a mistake. This is on me, guys. It's not on anyone but myself, okay? There we go. I am out of here.
You to get a loaf of bread, that requires like a combination of specialist workers. One bakes the bread, another makes the plastic. The bread is put inside of the plastic, and then we hire a truck that will take your bread to your retail store before it comes to your table for consumption. What is this bread? YPG. What are these specialist workers? Every single member of the YPG. And if one specialist worker fails to function, it cripples out the entire industrialized society, because together we are one. So allow me to educate, stimulate, define, refine, boldly, quite literally change your intentions, profusely, proactively change your perception, transfuse in your intellect, how to conceptualize ideas, produce, reproduce with great precision. The YPG is a round of applause, standing ovation. It's good, it's great, it's unbeatable, it's flawless, it's impactful. The YPG is sweet, like angels' feet. The YPG is the embodiment of positive thinking and personal empowerment. Where there's difficulty, we see an opportunity. It is the fire-up example of the theory that the engines of success run on tenacity and hard work. The real you is the prolific source of all power. Mines of power lie unexplored within you. You use this power unconsciously, you achieve certain things. Learn to use this power consciously so you can go to another level. Together as one.
There we go, there we go, there we go. I hope you got everybody who was meant to be connected to tune in, because we got a lot of work to do today. I'm going to kick off with the Q&A session. I read one of the questions. I will admit I read one of the questions, and I'm looking forward to actually answering all of them, but especially this one. Question number one, is it really worth forgiving? And how will it help me? I'm going to leave question number one to be question number three. This one, I'm going to take a bit more of time, because I know that it has to do with the lives of many youth, many people in general. So I'm going to leave number one to be number three. I want to take a bit more of time to answer this one. Let's go to question number two. Question number two says, I'm being raised by my relatives at home, being mistreated, and I don't like how I'm being treated. How can I overcome this? This is definitely the reason why we accepted to answer this question. We know that it is a very common situation, a very common scenario in the lives of many young people in South Africa, being raised by the relatives and being mistreated and having to deal with hurtful things and so forth. What I want to say, I'm not going to prolong it, but I want to say is how the journey begins does not mean that's how the journey needs to end. How it's going right now does not necessarily need to make you to become whom you don't want to become. Your final, you ended up by asking, how can I overcome this? Your greatest battle is overcoming it in your mind. Is not allowing the hurtful situations, words, and issues which are going on to overcome you. And when I say this, I'm not saying this with the intent of sounding poetic or motivational. I'm not here trying to make you feel like, oh, wow, thank you for the motivational words, because I'm not in your shoes. I'm not going right now through what you're facing. I can only imagine. I was brought up in a good family, so it would be a lie for me, deceitful for me to say, I know exactly what you're going through. But I do know what it means to have people against you and allowing that to enter you. And I do know what it means to have people against you, saying things which are hurtful, saying things which are nasty, saying things which you don't want to go through, and not allowing that to enter. Be yourself. Of course, you're not going to be yourself and also be spiteful and seek to hurt them and seek to do things or say things which is going to be spiteful, which is going to cause unnecessary conflict. So try not to cross that line. Be in your lane. Stay in your lane. Stay where you have to be. Do what you got to do. But all the nasty things, all the negative things which you are facing, don't allow it to enter. Let it go in one ear and let it go out the other ear. And that's exactly where you seek from the help above, because I know of many incidents where our YPG fam, they wish to spend the whole day, the whole week, the whole month there. They wish that they could move in with us. And I would love to have a big mansion where all the YPG fam could stay. I would love that. But unfortunately, that is a fantasy and not a reality, an unrealistic dream. But we won't be with you, but God will be there with you. So allow Him, to hear you when you have no one to talk to. Allow Him to know or allow yourself to know that although everyone is against you, He's not going to be against you. As a matter of fact, He wants to be with you and hold you in those moments. So don't reply, don't backchat, don't boycott, don't provoke them, don't seek to justify yourself. I do believe that this is a result of people being hurt. Sometimes we react and think that person is nasty, that person is evil. And that's not always the case. It's just that people are also hurt. I'm sure that you're facing this being mistreated because they are probably being mistreated, whether by friends or family themselves or life itself. Everything is being played against them. So the first opportunity they have to spill that hurtful hurtful issue that they're going through, they're probably spilling out on you. Don't let it remain in you. And don't take that and now spill it on others, because we know that this becomes a vicious cycle. Many, they grew up in this kind of family, and then they go in, when they start their family, they do the same thing. But be the one who goes the opposite direction. Don't allow this to sink in. Let it go in one ear and out the other. It's kind of like a bird flying on top of our head. We can't stop it from flying above our heads, but we can stop it from, building a nest on top of our head. Because if a bird lands on your head, you're going to, shoot, get out, you bird. You're going to kick it out. You're going to get rid of it. Well, kick it out of your head. That's interesting. But you're going to get rid of it. And that's what you need to do with the situation. And when you're really, really, really going through much, move away, put your knees to the ground and seek. But also, I need to mention this. Seek to always give a good example. We have the 10 commandments of the YPG, and one of them is to strive to be the best, not only in the YPG, but being the best everywhere. So you're told to cook. It's your day to wash. It's your day to do the dishes, to do the laundry, whatever it is. As you do it, do your best. Even if they don't recognize it, even if they aren't going to treat you well because of that, even if they are going to spit in your face and say that's trash, that's useless, that's garbage, you are not going to take that in. You know that you're giving it your best, and just do it for God. God, I'm doing this for you. I promise you, you're going to have the peace that no one will be able to give to you. Set a good example at school. Give it your best, Don't be that kind of person who's lazing around. Talking about laziness, I'm going to share something about that shortly. But yeah, don't be the one lazing around and setting a bad example. Leaving the YPG late because before, when you left the YPG, you still went somewhere and somewhere else, and you got home late and they're complaining. And then you say, no, I was at the YPG. Then you make the YPG look bad. Set a good example. Your coordinator, no one has the authority to stop you from dealing with the chores and your duties. Your duties, deal with them, plan out your schedule properly so that you have enough time for what you have to do. Set your priorities straight and set a good example at home. All right? I hope this helps you, and if you need more of our help, please feel free to DM us. We'll be more than glad to assist and answer. Question number 3, which is actually question number 2. It reads, I claim to be okay, but deep inside I know there is a lot that is going on, but I keep shutting people down, and I say I'm okay. How do I take myself out of the situation? Well, you already know one of the problems, the fact that you keep shutting people down, shoving, throwing them away, casting them away, and telling them to leave. Work on that, and this is where the YPG mentorship work comes in. This is where the YPG help project comes in, where we seek to create the perfect opportunity for you guys to vent, to seek for help. And if you need our help, look for help. In the YPG, we are non-judgmental, and we're not going to judge you. Whatever you're going through, we as the YPG fam, we've either gone through it or we understand what you're going through, and we're not going to judge you. And your issues, your indabas are not going to be spread amongst other YPG members. Oh, this person is doing this and that. No, that's between you and that mentor and God, who is going to help you to overcome what you're facing. So take that first step and overcome that bad mindset of shutting people off, shutting people down. Allow them to get close to you. You already see that you're not okay. Why are you trying to carry the weight on your own where there is a helping hand for you not to carry that weight on your own? Come on. You can do it. Seek for help, seek for a mentor. Alternatively, like with the previous question, DM us, ask for help. We're here for you. All right. As you did, you asked for help here, so ask for help whichever way you need. The last question, I left it for last, and I think that this is extremely important. Is it really worth forgiving, and how will it help me? Forgiveness is a weight lifting, or rather a weight removal mechanism. Grudges and every resentment of an experience from the past is a heavy weight. It's a burden which we choose to carry on our shoulders. And we can only overcome that burden. We can only overcome that pain, that stress which we're going through, when we rid ourselves of it, when we put that weight down. So you're carrying the weight. And oftentimes a person thinks that when he or when she forgives, he is doing a favor to the perpetrator. He's doing the perpetrator a favor, but you don't know that forgiveness, you are actually doing yourself that favor. You're helping yourself more than the perpetrator. Does the perpetrator deserve? Probably not, possibly not. It might have been something horrid, something gruesome which they did, something which for the rest of your life you will have to have a scar because of what this person did. But that scar should only be on the outside and not be brought inside. When you forgive, you overcome the weight that's inside of you. Is it really worth forgiving? Definitely, it's worth forgiving. Definitely. Do it for you. Do it for the peace you're searching. The fact that you don't forgive, you're naturally giving a remote control of power in your life to the person, to that perpetrator, to the person who offended you. Do you want to overcome that? Take the remote away from their lives by forgiving. Forgiveness is like removing the battery from that remote control. And if you're struggling, once again, I repeat, you guys want to vent, you want to seek for help, the YPG fam is here to help you. Look for a coordinator, look for a mentor, or DM us. Alternatively, get in touch in our helpline. That's 0800 330 320. That's 0800 330 320. And somebody's going to reach out to you, reminding you that it is a toll-free helpline, so you don't need to worry about airtime. We got you covered, all right? And our YPG fam as well, we are more than ready, more than willing to assist you. Speak to a coordinator, to a mentor, ask for a mentor or a YPG coordinator nearest to you, and I'm sure they will help you. Or, as I said, you can DM us and we will better get in touch with you and reach out to you. All right? I'm going to go for one more break, and when we come back, we got business. I'm going to be right back. Don't move from your seat. I'm going to be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are where all the vibes went. You're currently tuning into the Vibe O'Clock, brought to you by the YPG, taking things to another level.
Why the YPG? How do I even explain this? I mean, don't get me wrong. If I could, I would write a song about it. Or maybe even rap about it. But instead, I'm going to do a spoken word about it. Why the YPG? This question gets me so excited. And I hope that maybe through these words that you may get enlightened. Enlightenment, that's one of the things that this family is about. They didn't just revive my vibe, they helped revive my life. I used to be a sheep waiting for slaughter. Don't get me wrong, in the eyes of the world I still am. But the new script I abide by handed me an armor to which no weapon formed against me can prosper. Why the YPG? I got a better question. Why not the YPG? A place of joy, peace, and vibes. A place where we got so much truth, we don't need the lies. A place where I don't need to carry a piece of myself, but I am taught to walk with a peace within myself. A place where we got so much joy that it radiates from a distance. That even on your darkest day, you couldn't dare to resist it. Look, rhymes aside, the YPG is my family. And I have mentors and members that will always check up on me on a daily. Yeah.
There we go. As you heard the poem, it's so relevant to exactly what we were talking about. This is the YPG fam, and it doesn't matter who you are and what you've been going through. The YPG fam is here for you. We are going to look for, we're supposed to have Simpiwe, who is an electrical engineer. And I don't see him here. And he's supposed to be here. And we've got a couple who's going to also be chatting to us live from Cape Town. since I don't see Simpiwe here, I'm going to move on to the couple. We're going to swap things around. We're going to start with James and Mso, who are our coordinators in the YPG fam there in Cape Town, specifically Bielville. Bielville. That's a beautiful hood. Well, Cape Town is just special, but I'm not going to get into details with that because whenever I talk about a hood, you guys start saying PJ, PJ, you're talking about that place and this place. So I know I might as well just leave it at that. But we've got James and Mso who are going to be chatting to us. Let me just get them here on the screen. Give me just a second. There they are. Let me move the side here, there they are. Can this beautiful couple, can you guys hear me?
Yes, can we hear? We
Oh,
can hear.
yes. Oh, superb. I can hear you guys. Superb, superb. How are you doing?
We good.
We
We're
are
on
good,
another
Pastor.
level.
Is it? Okay, good, good. We only see the work from the YPG fam there in Belleville, and big ups to you guys. I can imagine the stress of, the marriage and the work and the baby. Now you guys have a child now as well. When I was
Two.
there, two. My goodness, I am delayed. I am delayed. So, guys, today on the Vibe O'Clock, not only are we going to have the love life tips, but we're going to have as well the parenting tips. Because I mean, two kids. There's a whole squad. How old are they?
One, the girl is turning 7 in December, and the newborn is turning 1 on Wednesday. 8th.
Wow. Wow. No, no, that's. Whew. And how do you manage your day with that? How do you manage, two
Oh,
kids?
we're juggling. We're juggling. It's still a new thing because it's the second baby, but we're managing pretty well. Support, teamwork,
So it's been
team.
almost 365 days of y'all not sleeping and waking up, baby crying in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
share the load.
You share the load. So it's
We
like,
share the
okay, yesterday I went, so today you go and check on. Is that how you do it?
That's how it's done, Pastor Days. That's how
Okay,
it's done.
take notes for those of you who plan on having kids. Take notes there. But let's
Yes.
rewind because it is the love life part which we are more interested. How long are the two of you married, and where did y'all meet? Uh
You go.
oh.
Uh, Pastor, PJ, we met in the church.
Okay.
Yes, and it was a challenging task to 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 get this person next to me to be connected.
Why? Why? We want to know the details, Baba James. Don't run from us. We want to know why.
uh, Maybe she can answer that part.
Okay. He's
Mm.
throwing the ball at her here.
He's trying to run away. We married for 12 years now. Um,
Okay.
James, my husband now, he approached me. No, he didn't directly approach me. He approached me via my friends and via the main pastor in the church, and it went on, and it went via my family too, because with every approach I rejected. I don't know how many times. It took about 2 years until I gave in.
2 years. Wow. You were like Jacob. You were there. You're fighting there like Jacob. Jacob was like, I'm not giving up.
Not
Wow. 2 years.
giving up. Not giving up, Pastor. Once
Wow.
once the Holy Spirit said this is the person, then what can we do? You can't give up.
But why were you rejecting him? So what was the problem there?
There were a number of issues. One was I was coming out of another relationship, but in the time that he was he was, I don't know, it's the right word to use, chasing. I was still holding on to the possibility of me getting back with the person that I was dating at church. So eventually I had to allow God to do his will. I had to let go. I had to learn how to let go so that I can be able to see the man that God was preparing for me.
Okay.
So in that time I used to tell him that you are not the man for me. You are not you're not the man of God for me. God has your blessing. He's got somebody for you. So keep on praying, keep on fighting, but I am not the one.
Let me cut here, Pastor. What she said to me one day, Pastor, which I don't forget, is we were talking about this love life, and she cut me straight away, and she told me, I am already uh, involved. Then I said, you are involved to who? Then she said, I'm already involved with God. Then I said, both of us, we are already involved with God. So we are already, both of us, married to God already. So when I said that, it was like, that's where she could not fight anymore. And yeah, she started to calm down.
Yeah, I hope.
It
I
was,
hope.
it was not difficult. It was very difficult because I don't know how many times he reported me to pastors, right? And even pastors, they came to me. So this. So he got a lot of points, but I was like, no, Lord, this is not the one. I said, Lord, no, you can't do this to me. I said, no.
Oh wow, this is
I
gonna
said,
be a
no,
long story, guys, because
it's
you
it.
heard two kids already, 12 years married. So we are only in the stage where she was rejecting him. So y'all can just imagine how this panned out. Where was the turning point? So after 2 years of this wonderful man fighting and fighting and fighting, how did that end?
Um, I had to go back to the prayer that I asked God, the kind of man, because I made a list of the characteristics of the man of God that I want. I was praying, I was asking God for, and um, and my husband, he met those points. He filled those gaps. And I was like, but God, I don't like the way he dresses. I don't like his style.
Oh wow.
I was like, he's good looking, but the style, I have a big problem with it. But I love that he put God first. And one thing that I was really looking for in a man of God was a person that loved the work of God, and he showed that. And the time that, because we were in the same church, we were serving in the same church.
Okay.
And I was ticking all the boxes. Okay, this box I tick, I tick. And then I said, Lord, let your will be done. If this is the man of God that you have made for me, then let it be so. And I love that he loved God. He loved saving souls. He had a passion for souls. So I was like, okay, I'm giving in. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a try. But I allowed the Holy Spirit to take over. I,
Interesting. I just want to add two things here, 2 points here for those who are watching. Hopolo says, ladies always make it difficult for us. Imagine the whole 2 years. I think it's good. Maybe 2 years is a bit more, it's a bit stretched. But indeed, ladies should not make it that easy. Men are natural born hunters. And when we want something, we must hunt for it. We must fight for it. And I'm sure that James will agree that every time Umso was running from him, that was probably giving him that manly instinct, like, I'm going to fight for it. She's going to be mine. And that's how it should be, Obviously, you don't have to overdo it, ladies. I'm not saying now you need to build a wall that's touching the clouds there and making it impossible for the guy to climb. But I'm also saying that that just goes to show value, not forgetting that, as she mentioned, she was recovering from a past relationship. She was, overcoming a past relationship in order for her to be able to start something new. And another thing is, I want you guys, in spite of James' perseverance, that doesn't mean he was harassing her. Doesn't mean that he was pestering her. He was fighting from a distance as far as he could. Because then I also don't want some of the guys to get the point that, oh, okay, so 2 years I'm going to be there every single day knocking. Calm down. There's a time, there's a way, there's a place for it. Especially in his case, where the conviction came not from his heart, but from God that she was the one. So please, guys, I just want to get that out there for those of you who are taking notes. Put that in brackets there just so you don't make mistakes. Now, the 2 years went by. You finally gave it a shot. Tell us about the relationship. How did it go? How was the first date and so forth?
Yo, Pastor, when everything was green, then yeah, the we could spend most of the important time together because now it's green. So from there, because we knew each other already for a long time, so it was not something that we didn't want to to delay. So from there, we 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 went to a family, and I met a family, and then from there we also met my family, and then it was even the pastor that approved us. He is now a bishop. He told us that I'm only gonna give you 3 months. At 3 months, then I'll be already doing a wedding. So yes, so everything we had to do because we knew each other. So there was
Okay.
no ways for us to delay each other.
How long
Mm.
did it take for you guys to marry? Was it really the 3 months?
No, no, no. Let me just explain.
You're like, no, no, no.
No, in the okay, the year that he started approaching me, the second year, well, the reason I'm saying it was 2 years, the second year, because he was an assistant, so we would go to evangelize as a group. But obviously I knew what he was after, but I didn't give him that opportunity. But that's where I learned to get to know him. And at the same time, there was times that we used to do pamphlets in the church. The prepare on weekends. We used to prepare, clean the church on Saturdays, and then for Sundays. Yeah. So we would spend that time together with the group of the other youth and the other assistant. So I learned to get to know him then
Okay, okay.
before we started dating. So I would say I got to know him for a year. I got to know what kind of a person he is, the things that he didn't like. Although I was not paying attention in that time, but
Okay.
in that year there was like I think it was going to ember.
Okay,
The robot
okay,
was going to ember before it
okay.
became green. It was going to ember, and then we dated. Once he went again to the pastors to say, then I went back to the pastor and said, okay, I'm giving it a shot. And from when it was approved, and then we started dating. Took about 6 months because we were both matured. I knew exactly what I wanted then because I had more than enough time to think about it. I prayed about it, and I was happy with the decision. That I was fully happy. Anything could have. I was like, Lord, I'm ready. uh, and my parents approved. He spoke to my parents, my mom knew about him wanting to
Okay.
date before I knew, before I went to
Oh,
tell her. before,
wow.
before I went to tell her. So as soon when I spoke to my mom, she was like, I know already, we've been praying about this, my child.
Okay. Gents,
So
take notes. Conquer the mother. Conquer the mother, guys. Conquer the mother. Take notes. That's an important one. That is an
So it
important
was
one.
it was easier for me, and I was quite happy that my parents approved of him that way. they were happy with the man that I was going to marry, that he would really take care of me. They trusted that
Wow.
he would take care of me.
Yes, definitely. Just mentioning that point, sometimes people are very worried. Oh, the family's on my case. You need to understand that every family wants to protect their own. You don't
Yes.
just say, okay, oh, you want to marry my daughter? Okay, go ahead. It's not like that. Every family wants to protect their own. So, sometimes there are people who think, oh, there's a huge issue with the family. The issue is not the family. They are being a family, and we need to understand that. We need to understand that. It's so important. Now, tell us, finally, how the time went by, and you guys finally decided we're going to get married, and James, what went through your mind? Like, oh, finally, 2 years of my life, 365 times two there. If it was a leap year, another extra day there, fighting for this. Finally, tell us, walk us down that aisle.
PJ, everything was, since it was approved with God already Himself. So for me, each and every day I look at her, I will just say, thank you, Lord, that you answered my prayer. So, so we are ready that now we are ready even to come to your altar to make that vow. So yeah, so everything was, it was a blessing, Pastor. It
Okay,
was a blessing.
okay. And before the wedding, what was the challenge which the two of you faced, which you can say, PJ, this was a challenge, a step before, besides Mso being the challenge herself in the beginning, which other challenge can you say that the two of you had to deal with, like, whew.
Pastor, it was the challenge which was there was, yo, before we get married, in that week that we were preparing, there were so many assistants in our church that were against this wedding, and they went to the pastor who was new that time, and everything was, it was not easy. It was not easy, Vijay.
You guys were already dating at this point, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, but they were not approving that we must get.
No,
Interesting.
it is no. It was just small challenges that I didn't pay much attention to,
Good.
um,
Good.
but challenges of preparing wedding planning. Wedding planning is it's a lot of work, and back then, the way we currently planning for weddings is much more easier. But if I could go back, I would plan things well. Um, because there's a lot of hiccups. If you know that you're going to get married, you need to make sure that you are financially um, stable.
Yeah.
No, besides being stable, you need to plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sure you plan. Make sure you
Certainly.
plan. Plan what the type of wedding that you want, what do you need, and how much it's going to cost. Weddings are very costly, so you can't expect to have a fairy tale wedding and you think it's going to happen just like that. You need to plan well.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
those were the challenges, getting the families together. But at the end of it, everything played well. We got married, and the most important thing, being married, the wedding ceremony is just one day. It is
Wow.
it is the expenditures that people they expend. It is just one day,
Yeah.
because getting married the day after, then that is the married life.
Yeah.
So
It's true.
I think both of us, because we're matured, and obviously, there are things that you want to play out in your wedding, and some of the things didn't play out. But The most important thing is that I got to marry to the man that I love.
Yes.
So that was it for me.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tick all the boxes, but I was happy that yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. And a very interesting point you were saying, because a lot of people they have this misconception that the wedding day is everything. The wedding day is really it's more for people than for us, because most of us, as even James mentioned, that what we want is the blessing on the altar. We want God's approval. After that, okay. I remember in my wedding. I love chocolate, and I was saying I want a chocolate cake, chocolate cake, chocolate cake. Dali, I want a chocolate cake, and there was this spectacular and beautiful three-story chocolate cake, and we legit cut the slice, and until today, I did not taste that cake. I have not tasted that cake because all it was for that, and then pictures here and pictures there and pictures here and pictures there. But indeed, as Mso said, the wedding day starts, I mean, the wedding and the marriage actually begins after. That's just a celebration. And sometimes a lot of people put too much focus on the appearance of that. But I mean, for Mso and James to be 12 years together, the wedding day took place, but when that wedding the ceremony was over, the marriage began, and they had to work and have to continue working hard to maintain what they have today, not to mention now they have a 7-year old and a 1-year old. So you can just imagine the hard work that is there. It's not just what you see on the outside. A lot of people are too focused on what they have for show, and they forget what is behind the scenes, behind the curtains. Now, tell us one thing. After I don't know how many years, you all decided to have a baby, and how was that step? Um, what transitioned? What changed between just being the two of you, and then now there's a baby in your lives? And we hear the baby, by the way, crying.
No, he wants me to speak. You can speak.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Once we came to the decision to say now we're starting a family. Uh, we it was something that we prepared for. It's not something that we just say it must just happen.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get into it, we look at ourselves. Are we gonna be able to afford to maintain a child and
Yeah.
all the costs of the babies, all those things? It was something that we have to plan to say, okay, now we are ready, and now we are ready for the second. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, problems are there, but we face it and we know where to take our problems to.
Definitely. Definitely. I don't think I have any more question. I think the point of the 2 years was already the highlight. Like I said, every week, every couple has a highlight here, has an interesting aspect to their story, and yours is just the perseverance which paid off. What would be your final words, James to the gents, Mso to the ladies, for those who aren't mature or in future planning to have a wedding, reach where you guys are today, have that mindset, as you said, planning. You said planning both for the marriage as well as for the child, which is so important because many they just want to have kids or they just want to marry and they don't know the important aspect of planning. What would you say to them?
For the guys, I would advise them that they mustn't take their their emotions, because most of the time the guys they look at this lady and say, no, I like this lady, I want this lady. They approach the ladies and they start dating. Then they don't see themselves that can I afford this lady? Can I take care of this lady? Because there are some guys who came to me. I remember some years back. from the church. Like they asked me, Mama James, I want to take this lady out for a movie, but I don't have money. So my advice was always, you, if I give you money today, you take the lady for this weekend. What about next weekend? She want to go to the movie, and then what are you going to do? So, so these are the what comes inside of most of the guys that I win this lady. Now I want to make her happy, but they don't have condition. So that's the advice that I
Oh
must.
yes, I fully vouch for that one, and I like because the example is something I usually say. You can't even buy popcorn to take it to the movies. So as you said, I give you today. I'm not going to give you every week. You think I'm going to be sponsoring you for you to take your girlfriend out? I've got my wife to take out. So I fully agree with you. I fully agree with you. So your advice for the ladies.
For the ladies, know the kind of men, the characteristics that you are looking for in a man of God. And at the same time, you need to be happy with yourself before you make somebody else happy. Do not expect you're going to get into marriage to for that person to make you happy. It's not like that.
Yeah.
Know what you want, the man of God that you are looking. You need to go pray for your man of God. You need to attend the love life services because Thursday is no joke. You need to go and attend and learn because that is a teaching, that is a school.
Yeah.
And everything that you were taught in the therapy of life, I am telling you, you are going to need it once you get married. You are going to need it. So know what you want, pray about it, ask the Holy Spirit. Don't just say yes. Don't and give yourself time. Give yourself time.
Yes.
Um,
If need be, 2 years, ne?
no, please don't. No, guys. No, 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 please, not to
Oh,
you.
the guys are
No,
gonna kill me for saying that.
no,
You'll be like, "Thank you, PJ, just because you're married now. Thank you." Eh?
no, please, not 2 years. No, that is a no, no. That was back in the days. No, 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 no.
But
Please
also
don't.
not 2 days, ne?
Not to. Don't be too.
This is not interesting or appealing for you. But if you are in the right age of the YPG, if your coordinator is one of those who likes to keep kids there, this conversation right now, I'd be like, what are we doing? But if your coordinator's like me, it's like, kids, go to the back. Like I kick kids out of the YPG, guys. I'm letting you know. If you come with your siblings, they're welcome, but they're gonna sit at the back and wait for you. I don't want them in war cries. They don't come and participate because the YPG is for mature people. We have them so, and James were not young kids, but they are mature people who are there to help the YPG at the moment. They're helping the YPG fam in Belleville. You guys have been there for quite a while now, right?
Yeah.
When I was there, you guys were already coordinators there, am I right?
Yes.
Yes,
But then,
actually, that time you were here in Cape Town, that was the time that we were just appointed, and we were still scared because I remember the time you come to, we had an event for the region, and we were doing it at UWC, and you came with Pastor. I forgot the pastor who was in charge of the youth,
Uh-huh.
and myself, I was nervous for her because everything was upside down, and the pastor had to calm us down and say, "No, no, guys." But it ended up, the event ended up was the best for the region
Yes.
and
Yes.
successful also.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we have been in and out.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Please, before you go, send a shout out. Let me get out of the screen here so that y'all can send this shout out to the YPG fam there of Belleville. I'm out of the screen. It is on you. The whole YPG fam is watching you guys right now, and those are going to see this recording later. Where can they find you? And please send a shout out to the Belleville fam.
To the Belleville fan, we always say to the other level. And guys, you can find us tomorrow, 16 Kruskal Avenue. That's in Belleville. Don't miss, guys, because we are going to the other level.
A shout out all to the YPG family at Belvo, Oyama, Ababusi. Shout out to the YPG, Esukae, Refill, YPG, that is from Belvo South, YPG from UWC, WG, CPUT, YPG, Blackheath Church, the Crefontaine, the Region Paul in the Church of Worcester as well. Shout out to you guys. Everybody, hang out tomorrow 10 after 10 o'clock.
Okay. Okay, she wanted to
you.
make sure not to miss out anyone. Otherwise, tomorrow they'll be like, you didn't even mention us. So she wanted to make sure to cover the whole squad. Superb, superb. People, thank you so much for joining us. A huge shout out to our fam there in Belleville. Thank you so much, James and Umso. I'm sure your story has really been an inspiration for our YPG fam. And please keep inspiring them that side and leading them to the right path, okay? May God bless you too. I'm going to go for one more break, and when we come back, Simpiwe is waiting. I don't have much time, but Simpiwe is waiting. He is an electrical engineer, and he's going to talk a little bit about his career. But that's going to be right after the break. I'm going to play quickly our soon-to-be-released track for you guys to jam and enjoy it. I'm not going to play it enough. It's just going to be played for you guys to enjoy it, and we're going to be right back. Don't move. Don't move. BRB.
You set my world free. 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 Yeah. Nothing can compare to. I set myself free. Nothing can compare to. Yeah, I found you in the YPG. You set my world free. I found you in the YPG. I found you in the YPG. You set my world free. I found you in the YPG. You set my world free. Nothing can compare to this. You set my world free. Yeah, I set myself free. Nothing can compare to this. I set myself free. Say I will not doubt myself, and I believe in myself in the YPG as I level up with every move. We'll take it to another level, another level, another. We're going to another level, another level, another level, another. I've been down before. Feel like a whole world just wants my phone. I've been trapped by what they see me for, but now I'm free, free to go. We'll take it to another level, another level, another level, another level, another. We're going to another level, another level, another. another level, another level, another level, another level, another. You set my world free, nothing can compare to this. You set my world free. Yeah, I set myself free, nothing can compare to this. I set myself free. Say I will not doubt myself, and I'll believe in myself in the YPG as I level up with every move.
Welcome back, fam. Welcome back, fam. The song, I was only going to play a part of it, but I was enjoying it. I was enjoying it here. I was jamming for it, and I didn't want to stop. And somebody was asking if it's out to be downloaded. Not yet. Not yet. Y'all just hang on. It'll be ready in a few. It'll be ready in a few. We're going to be dropping it with, firstly, the music video. Let us have Simpiwe, who is waiting for us. He is connected here right now. Give me just a second. Let's put him here on the, oh, sorry. Let's put him on the right. Here we are. Simpiwe, can you hear me? I think Simpiwe is having connection issues because I've been seeing him connecting, disconnecting, connecting, disconnecting, connecting, disconnecting. But that is not an obstacle. If we don't manage to have him here today, we can get him next week, which is the least of our problems. I see that it's already late. We had James and Unso's story here. Time has gone by. Yeah, clearly we're not getting through to him today. There he is. There he is. He's standing there. But no, he's not a statue. Unfortunately, it has to do with probably his network or something. But that's not a problem. When we come back next week, we will have either him or another career here connected with us. Right. In the morrows at every YPG hangout, you guys are going to be part of the vibes. I will be joining the Kagiso fam. We're going to also be having at 1 p.m. here, 25 Plain Street, and our fam in the Holy Ground, or as Uncle Vinny calls it, the grounds. It will be there at 24456 Mink Drive in Zone 6 Deep Kloof, next to the Baragwanath Hospital. Make sure to join in. And if you don't know where the closest is, just send us a DM, holler at us, and we're going to get in touch with you. And if you're going through something, you're facing something, you've been going through hell and back, don't you worry about it. Get in touch with us. Don't feel like we're going to judge or anything is going to say anything that shouldn't be said. The YPG fam is ready to get in touch with you guys and reach out to you guys on a non-judgmental environment. It's going to be worth it. I found my happiness here, and as the song itself says, we're going to another level. You set my world free, and only God is the one who sets our world free. And you can find him here in the YPG, having the fun, the vibes, and all the fun which we have here. You guys have no idea. With the simplest of things, in the smaller branches, the larger branches, the size of the branch doesn't matter. The YPG is a vibe wherever it is, and wherever the YPG arrives, that's it, okay? I'll meet you guys all. I won't be here in the morrow, 7 p.m. We won't have the challenge in the morrows because we have another meeting for the groups at 2:30. So it's going to be a little bit hectic for you guys, for myself, for all of us. So we'll continue the challenge next week. And I have a few things that I'm going to point out, the mistakes which took place in the challenge. Maybe if there is a chance, maybe I'll come live and point it out in the morrows, and then we carry on the following week with what's supposed to be there, okay? I'm out of here, guys, and if you need anything, DM us, talk to us. The YPG fam is here, not forgetting that we're going to another level, okay? God bless you all. Take care of yourselves. See you soon. See you when I see you in a YPG hangout somewhere. I'll meet you guys, okay? Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
going through a lot, under constant stress, pressure, and life just hasn't been the easiest thing to deal with? Wanna just talk but feel like nobody gets what you're going through? Well, we do. Call our toll-free helpline number on 0800 330 320 or DM us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at YPGRSA and be helped by someone who gets what you're going through. Cause we've been there. Don't believe me? Try it out.